Our passage today deals with one of those beautiful, beautiful prophecies of the future. Every year when I go to Israel, and I'll be there in the next few days, one of the things I like to do is stand on the Mount of Olives and not just look across to the Temple Mount and remember Messiah is going to go through that eastern gate, but remember that Jesus' throne will be there on the Mount of Olives, and that there will be a river that will come out from underneath his throne. And it will go down through that Kidron Valley and wash away all those tombs and graveyards that are there. Hang a left at Potter's Field, go down the mountain to the Dead Sea, and every place the river flows, there will be life. The greatest geographical change in the world during the millennium is going to be the river of life. The story is told in Ezekiel 47, beginning with verse 8. Then he said to me, the river flows east through the desert into the valley of the Dead Sea. The waters of this stream will make the salty waters of the Dead Sea fresh and pure. There will be swarms of living things wherever the water of this river flows. The fish will abound in the Dead Sea, for its waters will become fresh. Life will flourish wherever this water flows. Fishermen will stand along the shores of the Dead Sea, all the way from En-Gedi to En-Eglaim. The shores will be covered with nets drying in the sun. Fish of every kind will fill the Dead Sea, just as they fill up the Mediterranean. But the marshes and the swamps will not be purified. They will still be salty. Fruit trees of every kind will grow along both sides of the river. The leaves of these trees will never turn brown and fall, and there will always be fruit on their branches. There will be a new crop every month, for they will be watered by the water flowing from the temple. The fruit will be for the food, and the leaves for the healing. Now, beloved, I want you to notice, this river flows through that Kidron Valley, hangs a left at Potter's Field. And now all of you that have been with us to Israel, do you remember the dry, barren landscape coming up from the Dead Sea? I mean, there's just nothing there. It's just brown hills, even after the rainy season, even after the beautiful rains. Everything is just dry and brown. Going down to the Dead Sea, it even gets worse and worse until you get all the way there, and nothing lives here. But when Jesus sets his foot on the Mount of Olives, and that mount splits into a river of living water, a river of life is going to flow. And I want you to notice, wherever this water flows, trees grow on both sides of the river. Now, when you go down with us to Israel to the Dead Sea, and you come up that mountain to Jerusalem, and you look that whole area, there is nothing but death. Nothing grows there, all the way to the Mediterranean. Nothing grows. But now, along both sides of the river, trees are going to grow. Before, where there was only death, there were no fish, there was no life. Now fish of all kinds are going to be there. And the fishermen are going to harvest not just the Dead Sea, but that entire river that will reopen. And really, if you look from a satellite map from outer space, you can see where there was an ancient riverbed that flowed all the way through there. And this river of life is going to open that ancient riverbed up once again. And there's going to be nothing but abundance. But let me just close with this. I want you to notice how supernatural this river of life is. It's not going to be like a normal river. The trees growing along the side of that river, their leaves will never grow brown, die, and fall off the tree. Those leaves will be for the healing of the nation. There'll be a medicinal property in those leaves. And the fruit will be for food. And it will produce a harvest of fruit every month. Every 30 days. Can you imagine a mango tree producing a new crop of mangoes every 30 days? That's what these trees are going to do. One day, when you go with us to Jerusalem, and you look around the Dead Sea, and you go swimming in the Dead Sea, and you see all the death down there where Sodom and Gomorrah used to be, all that sin brought destruction to, and you drive up the mountain with us through all that barren desert, remember, one day, that whole area is going to be covered with beautiful supernatural fruit trees. And that Dead Sea that looks so awful right now is going to be the most beautiful place That's the future we look forward to.